As a virtual assistant, you are going to be working with different clients from different locations, and usually most of your clients are going to be in a different country. And for that reason, we have to rely on online tools and software to manage our work. In this video, I'm going to share 5 tools that I personally use and the tools that you can also use as a beginner to virtual assistants to manage your work as a virtual assistant. And these tools you are going to figure out if you start working as a virtual assistant, you have to use these tools or something similar to these tools because you have to deliver your work, you have to track your time, you have to submit invoices. There are many things that you are going to be doing as a virtual assistant. And so that is why this video is going to help you know the tools you need, even if you are just thinking of getting started. And if you already started, I am going to share these tools with you so that you know the best ones that you can use for free to manage your work as a virtual assistant. Okay, the very first tool is you need a tool to track your time. If you are working as a virtual assistant, you are charging by the hour. You are charging client by the hour that you work for them. And how can you track the time and deliver the report to them? You won't just be working and at the end of the week you just write to a client that I spend 20 hours working on this type of project. That is not professional, and that is why you need a time tracking software to track your time, and at the end of the week or at the end of the month you send your client a report of the time that you work. And the 2 tools that I use to track time is I use Cify and Toggle. And I use both of them for a long period of time, but I personally prefer Cify because Cify do one thing, and that is tracking time. And because of that, it does it really, really well. And I find it also to be a lot more beginner friendly. Even if you are not tech savvy, it will be a lot easier for you to work with Cify. You simply log into your Cify account. It is free to create an account, so you just create an account, you log in, and when you want to start working for your client, you just type the name of the project that you are working on and you start the time. And the time will start counting. Then you can simply navigate to another window or to another tab and you do your work for the client. When you finish your work, you go back to the tab and you stop the time. You will do this anytime you are working for any specific project for your client. When you finish your work at the end of the day, you can review the work you did. You can see each project and the time it took you to complete the project. And at the end of the week, you can simply go to the report section and you can export a PDF report of the details of each task that you work on and the time that it took you to complete the task and the total number of hours that you work for the client within that specific week. And you can send the report to your client in a professional way, and they can easily see everything in a transparent way to see what you did, the amount of time that you spent working on each project. And based on my personal experience, I believe Cify is a lot easier to use. So if you haven't used any time tracking software before, then it will be a lot easier for you to work with Cify. Okay, after time tracking, you are going to need an invoicing software. If you are working on a freelancing platform with a client, something like Fiverr or Upwork, then you might not need an invoicing software because you are going to charge them on the platform. But if you are working with a client outside of a freelancing platform, then you need to send them an invoice every week or anytime that you complete a milestone. There are many ways to send an invoice. Some people even create a template and an ebook template, and you customize the ebook template and you send to your client every week. But that isn't really the best option to send an invoice. There are many online tools that you can use to send invoice, to track invoices, and even track payment with your client. And some of the popular ones are Honeybook, Dipsado, but the problem is some of these tools cost money. And even if the ones that didn't cost money, you are going to find out that if you are in Nigeria or other African countries, they are not available to you. And so that is why the best one I found that works for everyone is Zoho Books. I personally use Zoho for years to send invoices to my client, and it is free. You can simply create your account in Zoho and you can add a client. You add their name, their email address, and all the necessary details about them. And at the end of the week or anytime you want to send them an invoice, you can simply go to the Customers tab, you find the client, you create an invoice, and you send an invoice to them. And it's easy also, you can integrate payment method on the platform. I personally didn't integrate a payment method on the platform because that might be a lot of challenge, because I use Payoneer and Skrill to accept payment. So what I did is I did not integrate any payment method on the platform. When I create an invoice, before I send it to client, I create a payment link in Skrill, and I copy the link and I added it on the invoice so that you can easily click pay now and they can make payment. If you are not tech savvy at all, you might find Zoho a little harder to navigate at first, but if you work on it gradually, you've started working with it, even if as a test, you create a test client and test features and everything, you are going to find out that nothing is that hard. It is going to be easier for you to learn how to navigate it and work with your client and send invoices anytime that you want. Okay, the next thing that you are going to need is you are going to need a project management tool. Working as a virtual assistant, you might be working with different clients, and if you are working with different clients, it will be very hard to manage deadlines, to manage delivery time, to manage all the projects that you have from a client, and you can even forget some things. For example, if you have one client that you have to go into their community and process member requests every Monday at 8 a.m. and another client have a project where you have to publish a video every Tuesday at 7 p.m., you are going to find out that there are a lot of tasks that are time specific, and it will be, I don't know about you, but I cannot remember to do everything just on my head, and writing things on a pen and paper is really not going to be that efficient. It will be easy for you to miss things. That is why you need a project management tool. And there are also so many project management tools out there, but the best ones are Trello and ClickOff. I use many other project management tools, but these two I believe are the best ones. Trello is a beginner-friendly project management tool. If you haven't used any project management tool before, then Trello is going to be the best place to start. It's easy to create your account in Trello, to create a board, and you can create cards. Kind of like a sticky note, that is how Trello works, but it's easy for you to add any project that you are working on, to add any recurring project, to even add a due date, so that you know you have to do this task by this time and by this day. So it is going to be a lot easier to use Trello if you haven't used any project management tool before. But if you have some experience, or if you are a little more tech savvy, then ClickOff might be a better option for you, because ClickOff has like everything. You can do everything on ClickOff. It has so many functionalities and so many features. Because of that, it can do everything, so it is more helpful and more robust. But if you are not tech savvy, you are just going to be overwhelmed. So if you are tech savvy, choose ClickOff. If you are a beginner, start with Trello. Okay, the next thing after project management is communication. When you work with clients, you need a means of communication. Using email really isn't the best place to communicate with clients, because you will be having a conversation, sending emails back and forth. It will be easy to miss something. And if you are looking for a previous conversation, it might be a big challenge to find previous conversations. That is why you should have a better means of communication. This might depend on your client. This might depend on what they use and what they prefer to use. Some clients will prefer to use Skype. Some clients will use even WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. Some clients will use Google Chat. Some clients will use Slack. But I personally found Slack to be the best option for communication with client. So if a client is open to your suggestions, then Slack might be the best option for you to communicate with your client, because Slack was made for business communications. So it has everything you need for business communication, and it is also free to use. They both have premium version, but you don't really need their premium version. So you can use Slack for as long as you like for free. I have used Slack also for years, and I never paid for their premium plan. Okay, the next tool that you are going to need after communication is a file sharing tool. You need to share files with your client. Even though you can share files in email or Slack or other tools, you are going to figure out if you want to share big, large files, then it is going to be a big challenge. For example, in an email, you cannot send files that are larger than 25 megabytes. What if you want to send a video file that is 5 gigabytes? And you are also going to find out that you have to have some organization around sharing files, because you might have some specific files that are going to be reusable. You are going to be using them continuously. And so for that reason, you need a system, you need a tool that is going to allow you to save files and share files. The best tools that everyone uses is really Dropbox and Google Drive. They both have their disadvantages, but I personally prefer Google Drive, because Dropbox with a free plan, you have up to 2 GB of storage. But with Google Drive, you have up to 15 GB of free storage. And so for this reason, if you want to share a file that is larger than 2 GB, you cannot use Dropbox unless you are in their premium plan. But with Drive, you can share up to 15 GB of files. The only issue with using Google Drive is, with Google Drive, even your emails are saved in the drive. Even your email is taking space in your drive. So if you peel off your Google Drive folder, then you might not even be able to receive emails. So for that reason, it might even be easier if you don't want to pay for their premium plan. Simply create a different email account that you are not going to be using for anything else, and you can use the drive connected to that Gmail account to share files, save files, and organize folders. So a quick recap: you need to track time. For tracking time, you can use Cify or Toggle, and you need to send invoices. For sending an invoice, you can use a platform like Zoho. Then you need a project management tool. And for project management, if you are a beginner, you shall start with Trello. If you are tech savvy, then you can choose to use ClickUp. And for communication, this will depend on your client, but the best option that I personally use is Slack. And for file sharing, you can either use Dropbox or Google Drive. But I personally prefer Drive because Google Drive has a lot more free storage. So if you haven't started your virtual assistant career yet, you can watch this next video that is going to guide you into overcoming any problem, overcoming any issue that is preventing you from getting started. If you find the video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.